Alright, selamat kembali kepada pelajar tingkatan 5. We are now going to time tunnel. We are now back to form 4. Alright, apa yang saya nak hari ni adalah walk through your textbook bab 1 warisan negara bangsa. The title might not be exciting for you all, maybe. I don't know. What do you want? War? Explosion? Well, the title here is Bab 1 Warisan Negara Bangsa. Okay, before you do anything, I always say, kamu kena dapat gambaran keseluruhan. Always when you're reading your chapters in Sejarah, Form 4, you're no more like in lower form. So I'm not going to spoon feed every word to word, but I'm going to guide you. Cikgu akan membimbing awak dalam bab ini untuk menunjukkan mana yang penting, mana yang kamu kena ingat. Alright? Okay. Langkah pertama, terus buka ke muka surat 14. Kamu tengok warisan negara bangsa. Untuk bab ini, 4 elemen ini kamu kena tahu. Yang pertama, latar belakang negara bangsa. Nombor 2, ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Nombor 3, keunggulan sistem pentadbiran dan undang-undang. Nombor 4, peranan pemerintah dan rakyat. Dalam bab ini, pertama sekali kamu kena tahu apakah kerajaan awal yang wujud di alam Melayu. So you need to know these names. So what do we need to know? You have Kerajaan Funan abad pertama, Kerajaan Champa abad kedua, Kerajaan Sriwijaya abad ke-7, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka important abad ke-15, Kesultanan Johor Riau abad ke-16. So you should know the way it is arranged. So you have abad Kerajaan Funan, Champa, Sriwijaya, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, Johor Riau. So it's up to you how you want to arrange in your notes. Now, cikgu dah berulang kali dah cakap, you need to write your notes. So find a piece of paper or your notes and write it down. This would be your first step. You need to know what are the kerajaan. Alright? Okay. At page 4, kamu tengok, dia cakap tentang latar belakang negara bangsa sebelum kedatangan Barat. Okey, bila dia cakap latar belakang negara bangsa sebelum kedatangan Barat, dia sedang bercakap tentang kerajaan alam Melayu. So kita patah balik kerajaan alam Melayu yang kita kena tahu dalam bab ini adalah Kerajaan Funan, Kerajaan Champa, Kerajaan Sriwijaya, Sultanan Melayu Melaka, Kesultanan Johor. Menggariskan. By now, if you were in my class last year, you should have underlined. Okay, if you have belum lagi, sila gariskan. Kamu kena tahu, takrif semua terus ditulis dalam perengan pertama. Kemunculan kemasyhuran kerajaan alam Melayu membuktikan asas negara bangsa telah bermula sebelum kedatangan Barat. So, apakah bukti yang menunjukkan asas negara bangsa telah bermula di alam Melayu adalah what? Kemunculan dan kemasyhuran kerajaan alam Melayu. People won't know about this kerajaan if they don't have the, what do you call that? Okay, great. Look at this technology issue. Okay. People won't know about this negara bangsa if the kerajaan is not famous and the kerajaan is organized. Faham tak? So please get this in your head that we were not living on the trees. Kita tidak duduk di atas pokok sehingga British datang baru kita turun dari pokok. Faham? We were not barbarians. Faham tak? Okay, jadi ini adalah sangat penting. It's a good textbook actually. Dia beritahu how great the kingdoms were. Kerajaan sebelum kedatangan Barat. Jadi kamu jangan ingat, oh, we must be thankful for the orang barat because they taught us how to come down from the trees and sit on a chair. Guys, please wake up. Alright? Wake up! Okay. Sekarang kita baca, tengok ciri negara bangsa. So, saya nak kamu tengok. Tapi kalau kamu lihat di sini, kehebatan dan keagungan kerajaan Melayu seperti kerajaan Funan, Champa, Kedatua, Gangga Negara, Sriwijaya, Angkor dan Majapahit menunjukkan ciri-ciri negara bangsa berkembang dan diwarisi oleh kerajaan alam Melayu selepasnya. Jadi kamu lihat di sini ada Funan, Champa, Kedatua, Gangga Negara, Sriwijaya dan Angkor dan Majapahit. Tadi kamu lihat hanya ada kerajaan yang lebih tak banyak. Sekarang dalam ayat ni kita ada Kedatua, Gangga Negara. So in a question in SPM, the probability of they asking you to list out won't be list out all the, how many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll ask you to list out 4. If a structure question, dengar everybody listen. Kalau soalan struktur keluar 4, they might list 4. So how difficult it is. If you had remember from this page, remember this? This is all the kerajaan alam Melayu. Alright, sebelum kedatangan Barat. Alright, you get what I'm saying? Okay, just based on this paragraph, okay, we can see what type of questions that can come. More to structure, yes. Straightforward structure question, maybe. Kemunculan kemasyarakat alam kerajaan alam Melayu membuktikan asas negara bangsa telah bermula. Namakan kerajaan-kerajaan tersebut. Then they give you 4 spots. Then you answer. You get what I'm saying? Alright, ciri negara. Okay, so you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have to remember. Come on, Raja, you should dah ingat. Ciri negara bangsa. Take note, the magic word is Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Faham? Is Kerajaan Alam Melayu. So what is the ciri Kerajaan Alam Melayu? Number 1, Raja. Number 2, undang-undang. Number 3, wilayah pengaruh. Number 4, rakyat. Jadi apa berlaku di sini adalah you need to divide that in your brains lah. 4, Kerajaan Alam Melayu, you should know all the kerajaan. After that, you have 4 compartments for you to know. What is Raja? What is undang-undang? What is wilayah pengaruh? What is rakyat? Now you have to go individually and find out what are the keywords, how to explain them. You need to read this. Faham tak? So you have to go through the textbook, guys. Don't just rely on workbook and don't end up not reading your textbook. It's in the textbook that sometimes there are questions that are screaming to say, I will be coming out in SPM, but you won't notice it because you're busy with buku kerja and you don't realize. For example, you see something that looks like, what is this? Like a clam, but it's not a clam. It's a inskripsi Telaga Batu. Okay, digunakan dalam upacara persetian antara pemerintah golongan diperintah dalam kerajaan Sriwijaya. So when you see this thing, I look at it, I already know, oh, this is going to be a famous objective question or could be in a structure question. So what kerajaan? Involving kerajaan Sriwijaya. Faham tak? Simple. Alright, so this is a walkthrough. I'm not going to go through in detail. You have to read this. Guys, I'm not going to spoon feed you all. You need to sit and read your textbook for once. Faham tak? Alright, and then if you have time, this is interesting. Sejarah ringkas Kerajaan Funan. I think it's a very interesting one. Go and read about it. When you look at a textbook, there are already clues that apakah soalan yang akan ditekankan. Kamu tengok, tadi ada dia berita berapa? Funan, Champa, Kedatua. But in this map, they're talking about Sriwijaya. And here, they also talk about Sriwijaya, which means it's an important point. Faham tak? Okay, then tengok kerajaan. They even have a paragraph on Sriwijaya. Okay, kerajaan yang telah meneruskan ciri-ciri negara Bangsa diasaskan oleh kerajaan Melayu sebelumnya. So Sriwijaya meneruskan, underline meneruskan. Okay, keseimbangan ini memberikan asas yang kukuh untuk kerajaan Sriwijaya berkembang dan muncul sebagai empayar terkenal. Ciri-ciri negara bangsa membawa kesejahteraan kepada empayar Sriwijaya diwarisi oleh Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Kesultanan Melayu Melaka merupakan ciri-ciri lain. Okay, so underline Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. You start seeing that word. Okay, and then after Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, if you remember, guys, back to our chronology. Do you remember? Funan, Champa, Sriwijaya, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, Kesultanan Johor. Faham tak? Okay, wake up, if you're sleepy now, please. This is your time to save yourself. You are in Form 5 now. Alright, Sriwijaya berkembang muncul. Okay, then I already mentioned that. Kesultanan Johor meneruskan ciri-ciri dengan menekankan kepentingan Islam. So you have to underline the word kepentingan Islam. That is after the Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. See the map? Empire Melaka and then Empire Sriwijaya. Okay, always at the last paragraph, tengok. Yang ini soalan kebat punya jawapan. Always, it's like a kesimpulan, you can use it for your kebat. Sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita harus berbangga dan bekerja sama untuk mempertahankan warisan negara. Now, dia berhenti dengan perkataan mempertahankan. Saya tanya kamu, bagaimanakah anda mempertahankan warisan negara? Ini adalah soalan kebat. Soalan sebeginilah yang akan keluar dalam peperiksaan. Sebenarnya I don't understand when people say like, oh, I need to spot question for sejarah. Guys, sejarah there's nothing to spot. You practically need to study and you would actually know what they're going to ask. There's no leaking. What I know, they said what yang baru ni, I don't know whether it leaked or what, but I, as a sejarah teacher for many years, you can actually see, when you see a statement in a textbook, you know what do I see? I see a question. So you must read the textbook. If you want to be an expert, guarantee A in your hand, and you can be a person who can laugh all the time, smile when you go and sit for your SPM Sejarah, then you have mastered the technique. If you are waiting for, hey, what's going to come out or what's going to come out, you have not mastered the technique. Okay? Start looking at the facts and imagine the question. Faham tak? Alright. And then all this, I already said, oh, here we go again. Sriwijaya, guys. Can't you all get it? How much the book is talking about Sriwijaya here? So the meaning, Sri, percaya, Jaya, iaitu kemenangan. Okay, dalam upacara persetiaan rakyat kepada air dituang ke atas sendiri, di melang air dicorong di bawah. Air tersebut akan ditanam diminum oleh rakyat untuk menunjukkan kesetiaan kepada pemerintah. See? Bayangkan bagaimana orang menunjukkan kesetiaan. Zaman sekarang, kesetiaan yang ditunjukkan oleh rakyat bukan terhadap pemerintah pula. You have your favorite superstar lah and all that. Whatever they tell, whatever movie they act, you all go and line up and watch few hundred times, and then whatever they do, you blindly support them. It's actually equivalent as this. Drinking, this is air dituang ke atas in di telaga batu and they drink. What actions do you do nowadays to show your loyalty? Are you more interested to show your loyalty to your favorite star, to your favorite superstar, or you have a loyalty card of a supermarket? Actually not your parents. They have loyalty card. When they buy things, they get extra discount. What about here? Here they're talking about loyalty to the king, kesetiaan kepada pemerintah. In this case, the person governing the kerajaan. Okay, Raja Sriwijaya dikenang melalui ketulan emas yang telah ditinggalkan. Again, it's talking about Sriwijaya, guys. You need to know all this. Alright, 6. What you realize is, I thought we just started off on something and show's over. Yes, you're right. Show's over about Kerajaan Alam Melayu. We don't have time for Alam Melayu because we want to focus something that is truthfully ours. Kerajaan Melayu Melaka. When you talk about Sriwijaya, it's all based in Palembang and all that stuff. It's more to Indonesian side. Let's talk about something that is close to our heart. That is Melaka. Jadi apa yang berlaku di Melaka? Same thing, ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, slightly different story. Now let's recap. Now this is where students get confused. Bila dia tanya soalan, pastikan kamu tahu dia tanya tentang ciri negara bangsa Alam Melayu ataupun Kerajaan Melayu Melaka. Take note. You need to know whether it is ciri negara bangsa Kerajaan Alam Melayu or ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. You need to know this. Faham tak? So, when we talk about ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, you just need to know. Let's check how many we have. 1. Kerajaan. 2. Rakyat. 3. Kedaulatan. 4. What do we have? 4. Wilayah pengaruh. 6. Undang-undang. So we have how many here? 6 benda yang kamu kena ingat. Okay? You need to go through one by one. Boys, I am doing this so that after I run through this, you must read the textbook. You need to do your part. Otherwise, if you just listen and me reading it is not gonna, you're just gonna have a lullaby and fall asleep. Okay? Faham tak? This is how I'm going through. So we have 6 things here. Faham? And then again, you see all these notes. Wilayah taklukan, guarantee objective. Wilayah naungan, also structure. Perolehan wilayah melalui perkahwinan. So you have 3 types of wilayah that's been taken. One is wilayah taklukan, and what is it? Melalui peperangan. So that's how you underline. Wilayah taklukan is wilayah yang diperolehi melalui peperangan. And you need to know the places. Then what is wilayah naungan? Wilayah yang menerima ketuanan Kesultanan Melayu Melaka melalui naungan either perkahwinan or friendship. And last one, perolehan wilayah melalui perkahwinan. So there's a catch here. Wilayah naungan can also be taken from perkahwinan, but there's another one strictly based on wedding. And if they ask you, refer straight to the perkahwinan, that is menghadiahkan siantan kepada Sultan Mansur Shah kerana mengawini putri Majapahit. Do you know where siantan? Oh guys, I actually way back in 1997, I actually went to this town. It's in Sumatra. We come to page 8. So what happens in page 8? Alright, so we have keunggulan, sistem pentadbiran dan undang-undang. What happens here? You need to break it down. So we have sistem pentadbiran. So what happens under sistem pentadbiran? You need to know this graph, please. This is not difficult. It's been there from your sekolah rendah pun dah belajar ni. You need to know. Sultan, below him is Bendahara, Penghulu Bendahari, Temenggung, Laksamana. Alright? And you need to know their position. Please remember this. And this might look a bit heavy, but it's not that heavy. It's actually simple. If you look system, tersusun dan so you see, I told you many times. You need to. I have not underlined it here because I want you to do it. Tersusun, underline. Berhierarki, underline.